The physical fitness test is a comprehensive assessment designed to evaluate an individual's physical capabilities across various components of fitness, including cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. Serving as a valuable tool, the physical fitness test provides insight into overall health and fitness levels, highlighting both strengths and areas for improvement. By offering a standard measure of physical fitness, the physical fitness test enables individuals to understand their body's capabilities, set realistic goals, and track progress over time, ultimately promoting a healthier and more active lifestyle. The 3-minute step test assesses cardiovascular endurance and recovery rate. Procedure involves repeatedly stepping up and down on a 12-inch platform for 3 minutes at a set of pace, followed by measuring the heart rate recovery. Equipment needed includes a 12-inch step or platform, a stopwatch, and a heart rate monitor. This test is utilized to estimate aerobic fitness levels by evaluating how quickly the heart rate returns to normal after exercise. The push-up assesses upper body strength and endurance. The procedure involves starting a plank position, lowering the body until the elbows are at 90-degree angle, and then pushing back up to the starting point. Equipment needed is minimal, typically just a flat surface. This exercise is commonly used in fitness assessment and training programs to measure and improve muscular strength. The sit-in-reach test assesses flexibility in the lower back and hamstring muscles. The procedure involves sitting with legs extended, feet against a box or flat surface, and reaching forward as far as possible, holding the position briefly to measure the distance. Equipment needed includes a sit-in-reach box or a flat surface with a measuring scale, like a ruler or tape measure. This test is commonly used in fitness assessments to evaluate flexibility, which is important for injury prevention and overall physical health. The stick drop test measures reaction time and hand-eye coordination by assessing how quickly a person can catch a falling stick or ruler. The procedure involved is a tester holding a stick vertically while the subject positions their hand to catch it as soon as it's released without warning. The equipment required is simply a stick, typically a ruler or yarn-stick, and a method of recording the distance the stick falls before being caught. This test is useful in sport and clinical setting to evaluate quickness and attentiveness. The hexagon agility test assesses an individual's agility and speed while changing directions. The procedure involved is hopping in and out of a hexagon as fast as possible, following a set pattern. Minimal equipment is needed, typically just a hexagon mark on the floor with tape or chalk and a stopwatch. This test is commonly used in sports training to evaluate and improve athletes' agility and coordination. The plank exercise assesses core strength and endurance. The procedure involves holding a straight, rigid position similar to a push-up, but with forearms on the ground instead of hands. Minimal equipment is needed, typically just a flat surface. This exercise commonly used in fitness routine to strengthen the abdominal muscles, back, and shoulders. The stork balance test assesses static balance by measuring how a long person can stand on one foot. The procedure involves standing on the ball of one foot with hands on hips and the other foot touching the inside knee of the standing leg. The timer starts when the heel of the standing foot is raised and stops when the raised foot loses contact. Hands come off the hips or the standing foot moves. Equipment needed includes a flat, non-slip surface, a stopwatch, and recording sheet. This test is useful in sport and rehabilitation for evaluating balance and stability. The long jump measures explosive leg power and jumping ability. The procedure involves running along a track and jumping as far as possible from a takeoff board into a sand-filled pit. Equipment needed includes a runway, a takeoff board, and a sand-filled pit, and a measuring tape. This test is commonly used in track and field to assess an athlete's horizontal jumping prowess. Juggling enhances hand-eye coordination, concentration, and reflexes. The procedure involves tossing and catching objects in a continuous pattern, typically using 3 or more objects. Equipment needed usually includes juggling balls, beanbags, or rings. Juggling is used for recreational purposes, performance art, and as training method to improve motor skills. The 40-meter sprint test assesses speed and acceleration. The procedure involves running 40 meters as fast as possible from a starting point. Equipment needed includes a measured 40-meter distance, a starting line, a stopwatch or timing system, and cones to mark the course. This test is often used in sport to evaluate an athlete's sprinting ability and speed.